Hey. We're here with James Kim, receiving the top 32 finish at YCS Niagara 2022. What deck did you play today?
I chose to play Spright Runick this event because I thought it was like just pretty much like the safest matchup like all across the board, and like I thought like compared to like the regular Spright deck, like you give up a little bit of consistency but you gain like a lot more power, or like a decent amount of power, and like you don't lose as much to like dark road stuff, but because like usually you have like interruptions with like extra small cards. So for the Spright cards, pretty standard engine. 1 carrot, 1 red, 3, and smashers and starters. I don't know if I missed Pixie, but it could have been nice. But honestly, I drew these two a lot, and they kind of bricked a decent amount for me, so I definitely lost a couple of games because of those. Smasher, second Smasher could have been nice, but again, it's like one of the brickier cards of the deck. You definitely don't want to open it. It's kind of ass, but helps your grind game a lot more. And then I played the Fog Engine. I don't know, maybe I could play 2 swap. They're kind of subpar, I guess, but 3 was alright. I decided to put in 2 Nimble Beaver last minute just because helps add a little bit of power, but just because like it helps with like grind too, because you can add back with Toad, helps you link climb higher. Yeah, only 2 because you don't really want to draw into multiples, and a lot of times I saw a swap and Nimble, which was like kind of ass. One time I saw 2 beaver, or 2 times I saw 2 beavers. 3 times I saw 2 beavers, and 1 time I was able to pitch it with Huggins, so it wasn't that bad. But the other times are kind of ass. I don't know if I played again. Hand traps, I played 3 Crow, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Nib, 3 Imperm. I just thought these were like kind of the best ones. I played around with Gamma a little bit. It was okay, it was pretty decent, but it's just hard to play when you don't know if you're going first or not. I did kind of want to side Gamma, and maybe I should have, but I decided to go with some other choices instead. I think with this amount, and I played 47 cards, so with this amount, you still have like around a 52% chance to open 2 of them, which is what you kind of want to see. Yeah. For the Runic cards, I played 3 Tip, 3 MST, 3 Widow Anchor, and 3 Offerings to Doom, and then 1 Field Spell. I kind of want to max out on the good ones just because I thought they were like really good for the grind, and they're always like free extenders. I never really cared about losing my battle phase that much just because I built my extra deck towards like breaking the board even without battle phase. I missed my battle phase like maybe once. The big reason I wanted to play this deck too is mostly because of the MSTs, because I didn't want to lose to like any of like some floodgates and stuff, and I thought like mine should still be respected in the format. So I have like 3 MSTs, 3 ways to get to MSTs, and the Smashers as well. Yeah, they were pretty good. I drew this card a couple times. It was like whatever, I guess, but like I drew it probably 3 times, but 2 of those times I had another Runic card and it was alright. Like the idea is you want to draw like multiples of them so you can do the play with the Huggins, and then you add the Fountain, play the other one, and then you draw 2, which did happen a couple times, but I don't know, maybe the numbers could have been better. I was testing around with some of the other bad ones, and like a lot of times I would lose games at testing just because it just didn't do anything. Like it wasn't like really that great, bad ones, and like these were good. I would stick to these ratios. And then I threw in Call By last minute. I wasn't really liking it for the whole format, but I think at the venue I just saw like a lot of people were just kind of switching to hand traps, so I put it back in. And then side deck, I decided to go with the shifter package for tier, even though you don't really have a battle phase in this deck too much. So honestly, tier going second is really rough post side. There's nothing I could really find to like beat it consistently. Game 1, I think it's favored like 60, 65, 35 in my favor, and then game 2, if they go first, is like 595. But like, and then when I go first post side, it's usually like 95.5. Like I don't know. Like this was kind of the best answer I could find to it.
Did you like the Gamma Burst?
I never played it once, but I did chip there people. That was good. And I chose to play 3 Cosmic as my background destruction just because I wanted to respect Runic a bit. And to me, this was like the best out to the Runic cards. You don't want to play the destruction ones because of plugins. And then like they have to preemptively summon the targeting one to like play around this, which they never will. Then these, I had 3 D barrier for going first. They're pretty good. I definitely played them again. These were kind of like, so I played these 5 as like kind of board breakers and like just some kind of random cards like kind of just threw in. I think I should have played 3 Darkler somehow. These cards were super ass actually. Like the idea is you probably want this for the mirror match or versus Spright or hand trap decks in general going first, but honestly you just win going first most of the time anyways. Evenly was pretty ass just because like, yeah, I decided something other than evenly. Evenly was kind of ass. And my side deck is kind of like, I really did, or my extra deck was what I did kind of like about my deck too, along with my main. I didn't really like my side deck that much, but my main was solid. My extra deck, I missed the area and Almirage a little bit, just to like help grind and for the bricks, but I played a lot of cards like a lot of people weren't, and they helped me break through boards and stuff. 2 Huggins, you need 2 just because you're summoning 2 all the time. You're summoning the first one all the time, and then you want the second one as extender. And 3 Elf, you have to play 3. It's just the best grind card. 2 Gigantic, 2 is a good number. 1 Toad, yeah, it's needed. You don't need more than 1 probably. And then these were kind of like some of the weirder choices, I guess. Onimi Baru, a lot of people play it, and I decided to play it like more last minute just because you just need it against Nib tokens and such. And yeah, I ended up summoning it like a bunch of times, so it was good. And then Dark, never summoned it once, probably cuttable. I don't know. No, actually, I did summon it once. I took a blue. It was good. Yeah, like it's probably needed for the grind and mirror. Cerberus was really great. A lot of people probably aren't playing this, but you know, like you just need ways to pop monsters, and I summoned it like probably like once a match or every other match or so.
You'd say like that was like the game breaker for you at the event?
Yeah.
Like
Cerberus was pretty good, yeah.
Really
just because
good?
like a lot of times I'm not killing my opponent through damage. I'm just breaking them the board apart, and they're passing or they're ending the game with like 1 card in hand, 0 cards on the field. Access Code, I played this card kind of as like more board breaker cards. So like when I wanted to push for card and damage, I never summoned it once though. This should have been probably an area, maybe an Almirage, but area would have been nice. And then I played IP with like 2 targets too. So this was actually really amazing. So a lot of times you want to end on Elf, Toad, IP because that's not super polyable. You know, it's really hard to deal with. It was a great board. Underworld is what you want to make with IP when you don't want to give up any like when you don't have anything else to really go for it. And like I summoned it a bunch of times, it was great. Used the negate effect as well. And Zero Balls came up too. And it came up more in testing than it did in tournament. I only summoned it once. But like when you do summon it and resolve it, it's like amazing. Because you end on the regular tier board because like where it's like Elf IP and like you go Chainlink 1, Elf, Chainlink 2, Masquerena, and you summon this and then summon the thing to the zone and blows up everything. So in top day 2 I played this and it blew up the whole tier board, which was great, but unfortunately I couldn't get there for game 3. So for the deck, I'm pretty okay with the deck choice. I mean, I think tier's probably gonna win. There's like 6 tiers in top 8 right now, but maybe some things I'd probably fix around. But yeah, I did like playing this deck, and I think it was alright.
Did you miss Avermax?
No, I don't see.
You wouldn't even consider it? That's fair. Of course. Thank you, James Kim. Congratulations on your top 32 finish. Are you gonna go to YCS Ecuador?
No, shout outs to my friends.
And do you have any shoutouts as well? Do you have any shoutouts as well?
Yeah. Shout outs to my friends too. The Waterloo guys, Saga guys, Team Animals, like Eloy, Brandon, Chris, Kevin, Luca, Eric, all the guys, Hammy guys. Yeah.
No worries. Thank you so much for the deck work. Congratulations on your YCS finish.